Hi everyone. There have been quite a few questions about Booksprout on the Yahoo Loop lately. Questions about how to use it, who would recommend it, that sort of thing. I've been using Booksprout since last October, and I'm very happy with it. I've gotten quite a few reviews out of it. I've used it for 3 of my titles, and I definitely recommend it. For those of you who maybe haven't been to the site yet, or maybe are having trouble getting there, you need to know that it's booksprout.co, not .com. It is a site outside of the US. So you also have to remember that if you do sign up for one of the paid plans, often there's a foreign transaction fee on there, depending on your credit card terms. There are 2 sides to Booksprout. There's a version for readers and there's a version for authors. Now, as an author, you can definitely sign up for the reader version, but don't get confused on the 2 sides of it when you're trying to complete your author tasks. You cannot do that on the reader side. So the app that they recommend downloading, usually after you sign up, I think you'll get an email that says download the app. Well, this app is for readers. You can't complete your author tasks within the app. You have to be on the author website version of Booksprout. I mean, that's not to say you can't do it on your phone. You just have to be in your browser at booksprout.co, not in the app. So, and on the author side, they do offer 3 different plans here. There's a free plan, $10 a month, $20 a month. I'm on the $10 a month plan, and I really think that $10 is well spent. I'm happy with it. The differences are going to be in the numbers. You can only have 3 pen names in the free plan. You can have unlimited here, allowed 1 book promotion per day, unlimited. And then these reviewers who can download your ARC. On the free plan, it's limited to 20, and on this $10 a month, it's limited to 50. And then a couple of other items here. The dashboard and all of the utilities that I'll show you, it'll look the same whether you're on one of these paid plans or one of the free plans. There'll just be a couple of options that aren't available in the free plan. So to sign up, go to booksprout.co, and go through your sign up, and once you've done that, you can log in. I don't recommend using the link to Facebook, not really for privacy reasons or anything, just because it's glitchy. I would just recommend signing up with an email account and separate password, that sort of thing. So once you've signed up and you're into the author version of Booksprout, you'll have these options on your menu here. You need to think of pen names, books, and arcs as building blocks. You have to do one before you can do the other. You need to create a pen name. That pen name is used within your books to organize your books, and then you have to have your books created before you can create your arcs, which is what's going to move your title to the reader side so that you can get reviews. So your first step is going to be to create a pen name. Now, all of these tasks are just simple forms. They're very easy to do. Also, as you go through, for your first time, there'll be these little tutorial bubbles that pop up. Sometimes they're helpful, sometimes they're not. But create your pen name. Now, that's not to say that you have to have a special pen name. It's just whatever name your book is published under, whether that's your real name or a pen name. So fill out your form, paste your bio, choose the categories that you write in, and there's everything on Booksprout. You can put any kind of book on there, nonfiction, fiction, anything. So and you can choose. It gives you three categories to choose from. Picture, if you'd like. Integrate your newsletter. That I have not done yet. I can't speak to this process. So, and then if you want readers to get ARC alerts, I do have this enabled, and I think it has helped. As after my first title, I had quite a few readers download it, and then when I put my second one up, they were notified that I had another book up. So, if they liked the first one, they were more likely to download the second one and give me another review. So, after you've filled all of that out, you can read their terms and conditions and click that you agree to them, and then click Create. Once you do that, you'll be taken back to your pen names page, and here will be your entry for your new pen name. If at some point you need to edit that, for example, for your bio, where you want to add your newsletter into it, just click on the little pencil here, and it takes you right back into your form. And every time that you make a change, you do have to click that you agree to their terms and conditions, and then just click Update, and that saves it. So after you have created your pen name, you can now add a book. Click on your Books tab. You want to go to this will be blank for you at first, and you want to go to Create Book. Just like the pen name form, it's just a form input. Your pen names here will be available here for any that you have created. And you can put in all your information when the book released. Now, one important thing to mention here, Booksprout calls them ARCs, which that stands for Advanced Reader Copy, and traditionally those go out to readers before the book goes out to the public, so that you can get some reviews and that kind of thing ahead of time to help with the promotion. But you can use Booksprout for any book, whether it's been out there for a while and you're just trying to get some reviews, or maybe you're re-releasing it with a new cover, or maybe it's a new book that's coming out. So you can use it for anything. If you have the rights to the book, you can put it on here and request reviews. Drag and drop your cover file. Series information, again, your categories. These are the same as those author categories. You have the same options to choose from, and you can choose 3 categories. Now your sale pages, your Amazon ASIN. Most of you probably know how to find this. If you don't, go to Amazon, find your book. Here's one of mine. Scroll down to the product details, and here is your ASIN. And just copy and paste it in. You do not need the full URL. They just want this code. They don't want the full URL there. Now in the rest of these, they do want the full URL. Just copy and paste that into here. The thing about these sale pages, just like the pen name page, this is fully editable. Maybe you don't have all of these links available yet, but they will be in the future. You can just go back in and edit this when they do become available, and it will add it to your book listing. Here's where you upload your book files. Mobi is going to be the Kindle file, EPUB, and PDF. And again, agree to their terms and conditions and click Create. Once you do that, you'll be redirected here and you'll have a listing for your book. Again, to edit it, click here. To delete it, click here. So after you have your pen name and your books, then you can create an ARC to get it out to readers. Click on the ARCs link. This part will be blank for you at first. Click Create ARC. And this is just another form to fill out. Choose the book that you just created. They'll be listed here. Any additional information you want to give the ARC reviewers. In the past, I've used this spot to tell readers that it's a shorter work, it's like short story length, novella length, that kind of thing. You can put in heat level for romances, that kind of thing. Put in your contact email. If the reader has problems, they could contact you. One thing to remember about reader contacts, Booksprout will help readers. For example, if they're having trouble downloading an ARC or getting their review up or something like that, Booksprout can help them. They can email Booksprout tech support. I have had one contact from somebody saying, I can't download your book, I keep getting an error, can you please just email me a copy? I didn't do that because Booksprout has a feature where readers can be blocked from downloading books, because when a reader downloads an ARC, they agree to provide a review, and I'll show you the review settings here in just a minute. They agree to provide that review. If they don't provide the review and it's not marked as complete, then they can't download any more of your books. And if they've gone on to another author and done the same thing, that kind of thing, I think Booksprout has some measures in place to where they're not allowed to continue doing that. So if a reader's having trouble downloading, it could be that. It could just be technical difficulties as well, but like I said, let the Booksprout team handle that. So here's your options for freeloader protection. In the free plan, if you sign up for a free plan, basic and none are available. When you sign up for one of the paid plans, you have these other options. I usually use the standard option. You can read more about these here and then also in the help center, and just kind of make your own decision, whatever you're comfortable with. Here's where you would limit your max copies available. In a free plan, you can go up to 20. The $10 a month plan, you can go up to 50. And now this is not 50 PDFs, 50 EPUBs, 50 Mobi files. This is 50 total ARC downloads. So even if you have multiple file types in there for the reader to choose from, it's a max count that can be downloaded. You can also make an ARC private. Maybe you already have a review team in place and you want to use them. You don't want to bring in anybody else that you don't trust, or put it out there to new ARC readers. You can make this ARC private, and then there's a simple link that you can send to those readers, and they can just sign up for a free Booksprout account and download that ARC. So it also wouldn't list it on Google. This private ARC is not available in the free plan, but it is in the $10 and the $20 a month plans. Website review requirements. Just kind of the note here, more websites required, less people are going to review it, not everyone has an account everywhere. For mine, I have always required Amazon, and I have made Goodreads and BookBub optional. And then the others that it's on optional as well. I haven't had anything on Smashwords. So, and I have received the reviews on Amazon and quite a few on Goodreads and BookBub. Most readers who do regular reviews have Goodreads accounts and often BookBub accounts. So it's a simple copy paste over to that platform for them. So like we've talked about on the Yahoo Loop, all of these services have different requirements for reviews. Like Amazon, there's that $50 minimum thing, and then that sort of thing. So it's gonna, there's gonna be different terms. One thing to remember is that a lot of these, well, not a lot, but some, I've experienced some reviewers that are in the UK, and when they've posted the review, they've posted it on the Amazon UK site for my listing. So you have to be aware of that. Like if it tells you that there are 30 complete reviews for this title, and you go into your Amazon Author Central dashboard for the US and you only have 25, and you wonder, did Amazon reject that review, or why is that not up? Also check the Amazon UK site, because it might be there instead. Here's your published by date. This is the date that you request the reviews published by. Keep in mind that if you do have a new release on here, Amazon a lot of times won't let people post a review too far before the release. I thought they couldn't do it up until the release, but actually with this most recent book, it's not out until Monday, this coming Monday, and I had somebody already post a review on Amazon. So I don't know what the rules are there, but keep that in mind when you're scheduling those the review due by date. And again, agree to their terms and conditions and click create. Once you do click create, you're going to be redirected to this main ARC screen. If you have just created your ARC, what you're going to see is a box like this, but you will not have the stars, this link down here. You'll have like 0 out of 50 or 0 out of 50, or 0 out of 20 copies claimed, whatever, whatever max you put in there. And you will have this information. Once you do have a review in, the stars and this link will show up, and that's how you'll know. All of your ARCs will be organized here for you until you delete them. I haven't deleted any of mine yet. This was my first ARC. Snowflake Seduction it's a short erotic holiday romance. I put 50 copies out, 44 readers claimed them, and I received 30 reviews back, and that was 30 completed reviews for Amazon. A few of them are on the UK site, and then quite a few on the US site, and so I think that's a pretty good return. I mean, you always want to look at, I'm giving my book away for free. Am I getting anything back for it? And that, that kind of thing. So it's like a 68% return. So I guess I'm happy with that. I guess that's probably going to be, personal opinion. If you think that it's worth that. Now, the ARCs that have closed, that have gone past that due by date, those ARCs cannot be downloaded from Booksprout anymore by readers. You could create a new ARC for that book if you wanted, but the readers cannot download that book from Booksprout anymore. They do have a listing for your book on the Reader app even after this. And what it is just basically your title, your blurb, and then those buy links that you put in. So readers that are browsing through Booksprout can click on the Amazon or iTunes or Barnes & Noble or whatever and go and purchase your book from there. Booksprout does not sell your book. It's just a catalog, basically, just a listing. So once your ARC has closed, they can't download your book anymore. This top one here is in progress for me. I have a future review by date, reviews due next Monday. This is where that link comes in. If you do want to put this out like on your social media, or if you have an ARC team in place, you can send them this link. I don't share this very much. I've had really good luck with readers just claiming my books based on the ARC listing. I don't know. I've read articles that say if you put a link like this out on social media, then that's telling Amazon and the other platforms that you have a connection to the reader, and then that like invalidates their review. I don't know. So I haven't used this very much. I did share my first one for Snowflake Seduction in a couple of Facebook reader groups, and I can't say if that drew more people to Booksprout to download it, or if these 44 downloads came from people who already were established on Booksprout. I don't know. Again, that's going to have to be personal preference if you want to share this. I can say it does share nicely. It always loads the link preview and everything. So that's good. Reviews due soon alert. This is scheduled automatically based off of the date that you set, the due by date that you set. And what happens with this is this one is sent out automatically to the people who have downloaded your ARC. They get an email that says you're going to have a review due soon. Read the book. And then, well, they're probably nicer than that, but this ready to review alert comes out after you request ARC reviews. So on the 14th, I'm going to get an email that says it's time to request your ARC reviews. So I log in, I click request ARC reviews, and then it sends an email out again to these reviewers and says the due by date is here. Please post your reviews. This final follow-up, I believe, is scheduled automatically after. It's like a week maybe after, for people who have not yet posted the review. If it's gone a week or so after this due by date, then Booksprout automatically sends out another email, or it's a week after you've requested the ARC reviews or something like that. I don't know what the time exactly is, but they get a final follow-up email. If you want to view your reviews as they come in, you click here beneath your star rating, and that will come up. Each of the reviews is going to be listed here. When they have posted their review to Amazon or to Goodreads or wherever you have asked them to, that a link will show up right here. For example, this reviewer already posted to Amazon and Goodreads, and you can click on these and go to the permalink for that review. And then, as we get closer this populates. The reader can go in and compose their review whenever they want. At any time after downloading the ARC, they can go in and compose their review and save it on here, and then they go back after they have published it to the site. And like for Amazon, sometimes the approval takes a few days. Once they have that permalink, they go in and put this in on their account, and then you're able to access it. And then it'll also mark the review as complete based on those specifications that you laid out in the ARC. You can get public review and private review, or feedback. I mean, not everyone leaves a private feedback. Sometimes I've had some readers ask questions. I've had some readers, say I'm looking forward to more. It's kind of nice to hear directly back from them. But all that will be on their Amazon or Goodreads or whatever, all the sites will be this public review. You can reply to a reader right here within Booksprout. For example, if you want to thank, maybe your ARC has completed and you want to say thank you to everybody who reviewed your book or whatever, or maybe you don't, maybe you want to maintain that separation, so that you can say you don't have direct contact with them. I don't know. I sent out a thank you for my previous review, to the previous reviewers. And I'll probably send out another one here. You can send one reply within Booksprout like this. Once you have sent that, this option disappears. And if you need to contact them, they have their email listed here for whatever reason. So if you need to contact them after that, you're only allowed one reply within the Booksprout platform. One other thing to mention, Booksprout on the reader side includes a strong recommendation that they include a line like this. I've used other review tours that disagree with leaving a line like this, because they say that it establishes that contact between the author and the reader, that they received a free copy of the book. I guess Booksprout reads the oh so clear review requirements to say that everything needs to be plainly stated, and they need to say where they got a copy of the book, because they weren't buying it from that platform. So I don't know what's right. I've had reviews that say this, I have reviews that don't say this, and I haven't had any taken down yet. I know other authors have struggled with reviews being taken down, and they've had to contact Amazon about that. Fingers crossed so far. I haven't had to deal with that, but I also can't speak to which is the best policy. But just to let you know, when you have a review from Booksprout, you're gonna probably have a line like this in there. So just to let you know ahead of time. Yeah. So with this, I had all 50 copies claimed fairly quickly. Just within about a week of listing my ARC. The fact that I only have 7 reviews yet doesn't concern me, because, like I said, it's a new release, and people are going to wait. The readers are going to wait until the due by date to post those reviews. So I'm not concerned that I gave out 50 and I only have 7 back yet, because it's still early. For this one, this book didn't review as well and isn't as popular as my contemporary erotic romances. This is a historical, and it's very short, and a lot of people apparently don't like that. So I did put out 50, and I only had 11 claimed. but I did get 9 reviews back. Um, and some made me want to cry because I thought, oh my God, what am I doing? But some were okay, and reviews are all going to be personal preference. So I don't know. My editor liked it. I liked it. I don't know what to say. You have to develop a thick skin, and you have to try not to take things to heart. And I know that's very difficult because part of our heart is always in our writing. But yeah, so I can say historical, short, didn't do as well for me as contemporary short, or even contemporary of a longer length. So hopefully I'll have a full length novel this year to put on here. So those are the major aspects of Booksprout. You can also create promos for your books. This lists it on the Booksprout app for readers. It's separate from ARCs. It doesn't have anything to do with your ARCs. It's going to be just kind of like that app catalog like listing from Booksprout. And again, it's just a form to fill out. You have to have your book already created, and then you choose it from the drop down, and you can create a few different types of promos. I haven't done too many of these. I did a new release for my first 2, and I'll do a new release for the one that comes out on Monday. But I haven't played around with this too much. For Snowflake Seduction, I did check the app right after I created the new release, and I did find it listed right there prominently. So that was kind of nice. It's free. I think, let's see, for your free accounts, you can do 1 promo a day, and for the $10 accounts, you can do unlimited. So but I haven't played around with it too much yet. So you also have a couple of tools up here. This sales dashboard is a separate subscription thing. I haven't looked into it too much. Amazon keyword tool. You can go into here, type a phrase, and discover what people have searched for related to that phrase on Amazon. So for like SEO and that kind of thing, this can be helpful. I haven't published a book directly through Amazon myself. I've just gone through the publisher, so I don't do a lot with this information. But for those of you who maybe are like have a hybrid publishing plan and have some self-published works and some traditionally published works, maybe this would be helpful for you to find keywords to use for your SEO. And then here's the report a pirate thing that's included at different levels based on the plans. So yeah, so if you have any questions, comment below or send me an email on the loop, or directly. My email's author@lilybly.com. So thanks for watching. I hope it was helpful.